students. Today we are going to do the lesson from the diary of Anne Frank from the literature textbook First Flight of Class 10. This lesson is an excerpt from the Diary of Young Girl, which is an autobiography of a young Jewish girl, Anne Frank. Anne used a diary gifted to her by her father on her 13th birthday to pen down her innermost thoughts. Anne and her family hid in Amsterdam to escape the tyranny of Hitler and his Nazi forces. People were petrified as they were tortured by the Nazis in concentration camps. More than 6 million Jews died in these camps. Writing a diary was a strange experience for Anne, as she had neither written before nor thought that anyone would be interested to read about her feelings. She gave her diary a name, Kitty. Anne now considered it her trusted friend. Even though she lived with her family, she felt lonely. She didn't have anyone to confide into. She felt that a paper was better able to absorb her thoughts, and it neither lost patience nor judged or criticized her. In her diary, Anne also mentions her love for her family, especially her father. She also mentions an incident that happened in her class. Her classmates were noisy and boisterous as they were nervous about their exam results. Anne was confident about all other subjects except mathematics. She also mentions Mr. Keesing, her maths teacher, who often got annoyed with her talkative nature and would assign her extra homework as punishment. On one such occasion, he told her to write an essay on the topic, a chatterbox. Anne found the topic really weird, but wrote it very convincingly. She wrote that she couldn't do much about it, as she was like all children who liked to talk, and she had inherited this trait from her mother too. Mr. Keesing found it really amusing and assigned her 2 more essays to write because he couldn't reform her and get her to talk less. She continued to talk a lot. Anne ran out of ideas to write and asked her friend Sani to help her write in verse. Sani was really good at writing poetry. Mr. Keesing really enjoyed the satirical verse she wrote. He stopped telling her to keep quiet and also did not assign her extra homework. We have now looked at the summary of the story. Let's discuss the important characters. The main character, of course, is Anne, a 13-year-old Jewish girl. She is sensitive, sharp, and mature for her age. She and her family were in hiding in Amsterdam. She felt utterly lonely as she had no friends. She found a true friend in Kitty, her diary, and would share her feelings by writing in it. Through her diary, she comes out as a playful yet a serious girl. The other important character is Mr. Keesing, Anne's maths teacher. He was old-fashioned and did not like students who talked a lot. He thought that students shouldn't talk a lot. He punished Anne for being a chatterbox, but it was aimed at reforming her. He also had a good sense of humor as he enjoyed her essays. He stopped getting angry at her and also stopped giving her extra homework. Now let's discuss the title. Anne Frank started recording her thoughts in a diary during the Second World War. She expressed her fears, her frustration, and anger at the way Jews were treated by the Nazis. We all have read that they were treated very badly, haven't we? The whole book is actually a series of diary entries. It revolves around the main character, Anne Frank. This justifies the title. Now let's look at the theme of this lesson. The underlying theme of the book from which this extract is taken is about the meaning of freedom. The theme of the pain and suffering endured by Jewish community at the hands of Nazis also runs through the book. Now let's look at the message in this lesson. Several messages are conveyed in the diary of Anne Frank, but the most important of all is that everyone has the right to lead a free life. Just because someone belongs to a different race or follows another religion doesn't mean that they should be treated differently. So students, I hope you have got a fair idea of the lesson and all its components. I am sure you will be able to answer all the questions based on it.